Welcome to the Unchill Podcast. I have two very special guests for International Yoga Day. My good friend Jaya is here with me. Dr. Jaya Daptarder is an internationally renowned Ayurvedic doctor and licensed esthetician who serves as the Chief Compliance Officer for Bridges Health Care in Connecticut. She is an accomplished author and teaches wellness on a global scale. Her achievements recognized in magazines, newspapers, and televisions across USA. Dr. Daptarder is the recipient of Dharma Award and International Women's Empowerment Honor. She serves on multiple boards and has received a Lifetime Achievement Award from Doctors Association in Connecticut, as well as one from CTMM. Her mantra is, "Let's do it." Thank you so much for being here. We also have another special guest who came all the way from India just to be on the podcast, and we're so lucky to have her. My good friend, Dr. Pratibha, a wellness coach, yoga therapist, and a gold medalist in yoga. So lucky to have her. With a strong foundation, Ayurveda, nutrition, holistic health, she blends ancient wisdom with modern science to empower lives. A Guinness World Record holder and global adventurer, she inspires many through her dynamic work in yoga, personal development, and women's wellness. Her mantra is, "I can." Thank you so much for both being here.
So thank you so much for having us, Pratyusha. It's really exciting for both of us because yoga is a part of Ayurveda. You know that already. And we're close to celebrating Yoga Day internationally. And this episode is for Yoga Day. So thank you for that.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pratyusha, for having me over here. I really appreciate it. And happy International Yoga Day to everyone. Yoga is just not a posture. It's a journey to harmony between body, mind, and soul. So let's continue walking this path of wellness together.
I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's dive into some questions.
Sure.
What is yoga?
So yoga is actually a union, right? So union between your harmoniously united your body and mind. So that sort of union. And it is not yoga, it's yoga.
Yoga.
Because this came from our Vedas, right? So that is the right definition of yoga. But let's hear from her. We call it yoga. Not yoga. So yoga is a union of Atma and Ishwar. So that is called yoga. And it takes us to within ourselves. It's a journey within, and pranayam and meditation and asana. Yoga has Ashtanga Yoga. It is called Ashtanga Yoga because it has 8 limbs. And asana is just one limb. That is a physical exercise. It's just not asana. It is up to samadhi. So this is yoga. It's a kind of lifestyle. It's just not exercise or just not breathing technique. It's a lifestyle. And if someone adopts this, then there will be it's a heaven for everyone.
Yeah, I really like that. So I'm going to start you saying yoga. So yeah, exactly. So how is yoga therapy different from regular yoga practice?
So I will let her start first. So yoga therapy, everyone does yoga, like asanas, pranayam. These are the common things which people do. But then yoga therapy is personalized, right? So if someone has some problem, so they need yoga therapy. So it is completely personalized. What we do is we take all the details from the who has a complaint or patient, and then we decide what physical exercise, that is asanas, she has to or he has to do, and what kind of pranayam will be applicable for them, and what kind of meditation they should do. So this is a complete prescribed program. And that is called yoga therapy.
Can we do a definition of asana, pranayama? Can we define that? Because for some people who don't know.
So let's continue the yoga therapy.
Okay,
and then
we'll
move on to that one. So yoga therapy, like she said, we decide according to the patient when they come to us. First, what we find out the balances and imbalances in their body, and to balance them, we have therapy, and that is yoga therapy. I mean, yoga type of therapy for that element is yoga therapy. Contains the prescription contains the yoga diet, okay, and
Lifestyle.
then lifestyle management, lifestyle changes, because there should be a change because somebody is doing something wrong, and that's why they are having this problem. So we need to correct that problem first. So we need to change the lifestyle. So we give guidance on the lifestyle changes. And then yoga is a discipline, right? So we have to give that discipline to the patient to follow. And that's the lifestyle. And it revolves around the circadian rhythm, like sun and moon. And the time when sun comes up and then when sun goes down and moon comes up. So that is a circadian rhythm. And the lifestyle goes around that rhythm.
Okay. Yeah. Can we explain the asana pranayama so everyone can understand who don't know?
So asana is a physical exercise. Like many yoga classes conduct asanas. So that is for fitness. But we have few asanas which works on, like this is the only exercise we have which works on endocrine glands, which is a very important part of our body, which regulates our metabolism. And see, a lot of people have problems of thyroid nowadays, then diabetes, all these things, these are all lifestyle diseases. These are all disorders comes from the lifestyle problems. Okay. So these asanas, which are physical exercises or physical activities, which works on endocrine glands. So we have a number of asanas, and a particular asanas, the set of asanas are suggested for certain diseases. So this is asana. Then this is the first stage of yoga. Then pranayam. Pranayam is a breathing technique. So we have different variety of pranayam, or we call it breathing exercises, which works on your lungs, your mental health, then depression, anxiety, digestion, metabolism improves, and then high blood pressure. So stress levels. Nowadays people have a lot of stress problems. They have a lot of challenges in life. So they have stress, and to reduce the stress, meditation is the best solution, and pranayam, of course. So we can start with anulom vilom, and just give attention, observation to your breathing, and that is the start of pranayam. So this is asana, pranayam, and then how to change your lifestyle. So that is again come into yam, niyam, all that things. So it is all in-depth knowledge. Can't adapt this in one day. It's a step by step. So I would like to add something very simple for our audience today.
Yeah.
So these asanas and breathing exercises and meditation, it harmoniously balances hormones. So just to say in a simple language.
Yeah, amazing. That's perfect. How do you approach a personalized yoga therapy plan for a client? How do you create the plan?
So for me, when I see my patient or client, we say client, it's not a patient, but it is a process of like 2 hours question answers. And it's a thorough background. It's not a background check, but to get the whole history of that client from the birth until today.
Yeah.
And what happened, what medication they're currently taking, or what are the issues and problems going on. With that evaluation, then we find out what are those balances and imbalances currently going, because those balances and imbalances, they change. They change according to season. They change according to if you are not taking proper diet, or if your lifestyle changes, it changes accordingly too. It also changes by the environment that you work in. If you work in a chemical factory, that will affect your body, right? So that will change your prakriti, your dosha, we say. So then by finding that out, those imbalances or issues in your body, we recommend the therapy. So it is the whole protocol. It's a whole holistic prescription, I would say. And in that prescription, from morning to evening, what you have to do is mentioned. So this is not just a pill, okay? This is a complete prescription from morning to evening, what you do when you wake up, what type of food you should eat according to your body type, what type of yoga, asanas, pranayamas, it's type of, like it's not just one for all. So yoga and Ayurveda, it's not one symptomatic protocol for all. It's individualized. So that therapy is individualized. So as Dr. Jaya rightly said, yoga therapy is tailored for an individual, because every individual's mental, physical, and emotional needs are different. So as she rightly said, we need to do the detailed assessment of the patient, and then we recommend whatever, like we suggest a few asanas. Then she also gives some Ayurvedic medicines, and what she was talking about is dinacharya, how one's day should start and what they should do as the day proceeds. And so understanding the client's medical history, lifestyle, stress levels, emotional state, and current physical capacity. According to that, we suggest the asanas and pranayam. And before that, before asanas is yam and niyam. So this is again a discipline of life. What should be done and what should not be done. So do's and don'ts are told in yoga long back.
Wow.
Rules of life, actually. Of daily life.
So according to Prakriti, as she said, Prakriti and their lifestyle, we prescribe, we customize their routine, and then we suggest it.
Body constitution.
Correct.
Your Prakriti is a body constitution.
So the key is gradual progression. Nobody can do asanas perfectly in a day or two. It is a slow process. They should learn it first. And we say in yoga, sthiram sukham asanam. That means stability and comfortable. This position they should take first, and then they should try to achieve the perfect position. So that is it.
So how long is this plan? Is this like a year plan?
It again depends.
Okay.
Sometimes it's 2, or sometimes it slowly happens and they have to continue it.
Of course. What role does meditation play in yoga therapy?
So meditation plays a big role.
Yeah.
And that is the next part, because the first you do the asanas, and then that means the exercises, yoga exercises, and then breathing exercises. And then slowly you get into the meditation, because it is a process. Not everybody can do it. If your mind is not stable, the first thing is your concentration. Your mind should be stable to do it. But it doesn't mean that if your mind is not stable, and people have, and I always tell my clients, if you have anxiety, it doesn't mean that you can't do meditation. It happens slowly, but you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And the starting point, I always say that just look at the object, whatever object you choose, and look at it and increase your concentration. Okay. So when you increase the concentration, then it starts. That's the starting point.
Yeah.
And then you start your meditation.
I like that. I can do that.
So meditation is central to yoga.
Yeah.
It calms the nervous system, and meditation, it has a tremendous benefits. Like, it works on, as I said earlier, it works on depression, it works on anxiety, on stress management, and then blood pressure. So, and it enhances the self-awareness as well. So, and meditation improves declutteration of your mind. So your mind is cluttered with lot of thoughts, multiple thoughts you have. Like, you must be experiencing it whenever you are busy or in a day, you have multiple thoughts in your mind. And so you can't focus on one topic, right? So decluttering of thoughts is the benefit of meditation. If you do meditation regularly, you are more sorted. So as you know, I'll give you one example. So if you have this cell phone and you have a lot of apps in it, right? So if you open a lot of apps at a time, at the same time, so at that time, the phone's performance goes down. So at the same time, it is like that only. Our mind, if you are working on a lot of fronts, so it gets slower. Your brain gets, it is distracted, or you can't focus on one thing. So meditation helps to declutter your mind. See, that is also a meditation. Doing a meditation is a practice again. Yeah. Nobody can, just in a day sit and do meditation. No, it is for beginners. We suggest to, just observe your breathing. Just inhale and exhale, and concentrate on your breathing. Observe how it comes in, how it goes. So like this, you can start. Then you start on Anupam Vilom, taking a breath inside and breathing out, and just sit quietly. Then close your eyes gently and just sit for 5 minutes. You can start with the 5 minutes as well.
So just for our audience, I just want to simply explain what exactly meditation does to us. So we always talk about cleansing and detoxing our body, right? Detoxing our body. How do you detox your mind, right? So detoxing and cleansing the mind, that is the way you do it. That is why meditation is there. That's why you declutter it and detox your mind.
So even 5 minutes of meditation every day
Cleanses
So-
your
will change in you.
Wow. Okay.
So this Avayav Dhyan meditation is one of the kind of meditation you can do. So gradually you will be able to do meditation for 15 minutes or half an hour.
Yeah. Do you have anything more to say?
So, when people want to start the meditation, like in the first stage, I always say that it's not like you have to find the perfect spot for that and have a music on. It's not like that. You can just sit for like you're in a lunchroom, like she said, and having your lunch after lunch. Close your eyes for a few minutes. For the kids, we always say that when they are angry, just breathe in and breathe out.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and you should be fine, right?
Yeah.
That is the type of meditation.
I should do that more often. Just breathe in, breathe out.
I know. And I always say that, sometimes there are situations where you don't know what to do, right? Or you feel very angry at someone or agitated. So that time, just take a break for a few seconds, take a pause, breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes, and then you will experience, because this is a science of experience than the science of experiment. So you experiment,
Yeah, I like that.
The trick is weave it in your regular routine, daily routine. Don't look it as a task to do, so it will happen gradually. You'll be able to do it in a regular basis.
So for someone who's like frustrated in the workplace, maybe a boss said a mean comment, right? Very common these days where we get really frustrated and maybe we react. Is the suggestion to kind of step away from it? Maybe go to the bathroom, take a deep breath, then come back and not say the wrong thing? What would be your suggestion in that place? Because so many people are stressed out in work.
So whatever you said, it's very easy to say. But that particular moment is very crazy. It is a matter of practice. But when I always say, train your brain. So it takes a while to train your brain to say, take a pause, take back, and then breathe in, breathe out, close your eyes, and tell your brain or your mind and body both that, let me think. Before I react, let me think.
I like that.
And that works. So I teach a lot of, mental health population every week, every day, I would say. And they really learn. And it makes me happy when they come back to me and say, the other day you were talking about this and now I'm practicing and I really feel good now. I don't react to the things.
Amazing. Yeah.
So giving proper response to the situation before reacting about it.
Yeah.
So importance should be given to the proper response, rather than reacting.
Absolutely. I have another quick question for people working. So maybe say you're in like a time crunch for an assignment and all the stress comes in when, you have an hour to finish assignment and there's no time to kind of take that break for yourself because you need to get it done. What kind of things can we do to reset?
That happens in my world always.
It happens
in every world nowadays. So I always say, drink cold water. And when you sip in, it cools you down. And this is a simple theory in Ayurveda too. Anger creates fire in the body, which is called pitta. And when you drink cold water, that elevates, that makes you more cool. Like we say, chill.
Yeah.
Right? So that's for
like
chilling. So it's
I like
good
that.
for the unchilled.
I like that. Yeah.
It's not unchilled. It's chilling.
Yeah.
So when you do that, it really helps.
Yeah.
There are very simple remedies, that people nowadays are forgetting.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
So, it's a spur of moment.
Exactly.
And if you are, so it's just a spur of moment. And if you, able to control yourself or your emotions at that moment, you win the situation.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. Okay, this is perfect. What simple daily habits or rituals can enhance wellness through yoga and meditation?
So, as we both said earlier, that morning silence just for 5 minutes before even checking your phone. Huh? Then gratitude, then journaling. These are all the simple techniques.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it gives you to, again I said, declutter your mind. And because if you do journaling, you are putting or penning down all your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Right? So these are all sorted out. As you reorganize your room, if your room is messed up, then you don't find anything in your room. So it is like that only. If it is in your mind, it is all messed up. And if you organize it properly, organize your thoughts properly, then it will be clear, you're sorted.
Yes.
So this can be started with the morning silence, or before going to bed, you can just have 10 minutes of silence, right? And gratitude journaling, this helps.
So I would like to add just one simple thing into it. That's good what you said. Music is also a good meditation. So if you don't have time for anything else, just play the tune that you like in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it works for me.
Yeah.
Before
your
you
car
get
ride,
get to your phone, and
Yes.
yes, it does. I mean, because some people, they're not into any other things, but they are artists, right? So they love music, or just a sound. If you don't know the ragas and all this music, but the sound, it's a therapy.
That's perfect. Yeah.
And then you can do some simple stretches, or then Surya Namaskar is the best. We call it a Sarvanga Sundar Asan. It consists of 10 asanas. It's a chain of asanas, right? Sun salutation. So if you do that in the morning, it energizes your body and your mood enhances, right? So this is one, again, technique of, getting your mood on track, on the track.
It's so important to do this before going to work when all the stresses come. Taking time for ourselves in the morning before we go to work is so important.
Yeah. And then another thing is laugh.
Yeah.
Comedy shows or listen to the jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not getting that popular nowadays. It is getting bad, but that is the therapy.
I like that. It kind of calms you down. Like if you mess up in a situation, kind of laugh it off, be like, it's okay. Kind of eases your mood.
Right.
Instead of being so serious about everything. Kind of be like, okay, it's fine. That happened.
It increases the happy hormones.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
If you do exercising, it increases. And one more thing is the most important thing which everybody can do is mindfulness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So mindful eating, mindful walking, mindfully doing whatever you are doing. So, it improves your focus.
Do you have any other messages for yoga meditation or like breathing exercise you would recommend?
Yes. So actually we discussed a lot about the lifestyle, but for our audience, what I would like to say is you have schedule for everything, right?
Yes.
For your car, you have something note on your refrigerator that the oil change is due, or your pet, you have written down when is the pet's appointment. But you forget about yourself and your daily routine, that what you exactly have to do from the morning to evening. You have schedule on your phone, but that's not, I'm talking about your daily eating habits, your daily yoga habits. I mean, how long you have to do, like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, or a little bit of breathing exercise. So I always suggest to have a spreadsheet. Write down your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the day that it is really important for you, like a 20 minutes exercise. It's really important for you. So write it down from Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, there is no cheat day in between. And then mark it down. So that's how I do. Like, okay, I did yoga for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it fits in your schedule. And then mark it down. Warm meal of the day, 12 o'clock at noon. I did it. So when you do that, it trains your brain, and you will be amazed that your brain reminds you the next day you will get hungry at that time.
Yeah. But also marking, you feel a satisfaction that you got something done, right? You feel rewarded for that, right?
Right. And then you will find the difference. Like I said, It is the science of experience. So you will have to experience that. After a week, you will experience that. Now I'm feeling better.
Of course.
Better than before.
Yes.
So, and that is your research yourself.
Yeah.
So I will say start small, start simple, and start where you are. You don't have to be flexible, or then, it should be, you have to devote 1 hour for your exercising and meditation, all that. No, you just start whatever time you have in your hand and just start it and be consistent for it. Right.
Yeah.
And as you said rightly, if you get the results, positive results, then you only continue it religiously. And once you adopt it as your lifestyle, then there is no looking back. You have plenty of benefits of it. So, as they say, if you do one kind of a thing for 21 days consistently, it will become your habit.
Yeah.
So just try to adopt this for 21 days, whatever time you have, and then it will become your habit.
Amazing.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning, it is a discipline. So you have to discipline your body and mind. So always think about body and mind. It's not just the body, and that's how it will harmoniously balance it out.
Yeah.
To make a whole person. And that's the actual definition of wellness.
Do you have any last words? That's the end of the conversation.
The last word is thank you
Yes,
very much for
absolutely.
inviting us and for our audience. Again, happy yoga day and be happy every day.
Of course.
Thank you so much, and I wish everyone a very healthy and peaceful life ahead.
I do too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. See you in the next episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you.